Hello, in the last class we have studied electrophilic substitution reactions. Today in this video I'll explain Kolb's reaction, Kolbe's reaction, Reimer-Tiemann reaction, reduction of phenol and oxidation of phenol. So let us start with now Kolbe's reaction. Kolbe is the name of the scientist. So start with the Kolbe's reaction. Kolbe's reaction. Now these are reactions of phenol, right? So I'll start with the phenol. What is phenol? Benzene ring attached to the OH group. It is treated with sodium hydroxide. Phenol, you know that it is acidic in nature. It is acidic nature, reacts with the base to give salt and water. So what is the salt? We get sodium salt of phenol we get. Sodium salt of phenol is known as the sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide. And this sodium phenoxide is also known as sodium phenate. Is known as the sodium phenate. Oxygen is a negatively charged and sodium is a positively charged. This negative charge can undergo the delocalization, and you have seen why phenol is a ortho and para directing group. So it can give either ortho product or the para product. So let me represent one of the hydrogen atom on the ortho position. Now it is treated with the carbon dioxide CO2. Carbon dioxide is a gas. C double bond and C double bond, correct? Between carbon and oxygen, carbon is a electropositive, oxygen is a electronegative. Therefore, the negative charge during delocalization attacks the carbon atom. Okay, so the carbon will be attached to the ortho position. There is a possibility of the para product also. Depends on the temperature. So I'll be writing now ortho product. So now what will happen? I'll get now. Okay, O. This hydrogen is removed. Okay, substitution takes place here by the CO group. Hydrogen will be detached. H plus will be attached to the now oxygen to form OH. Then we'll be writing COO. We'll be writing COO minus COO minus, and sodium part will be coming here. So that means we are going to get sodium salt of the compound. Okay, and this is the COOH has become now COONA. Now this is the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid. This is sodium salt of the phenol. Now we don't want this sodium part, correct? Sodium salt we don't want. So what should be done? We need to acidify it. So we can add dilute HCl, or we can add the dilute sulfuric acid. Generally, acidification is done using dilute acid like HCl or sulfuric acid. So we get now, okay, a molecule with OH group and COOH group. What is the side product? Side product will be sodium chloride, sodium plus NaCl minus. So I will not be writing that side product now. Correct? Now here in this case, CO2 is the electrophile generated. Okay, CO2 act as the electrophile, Okay, and O minus negative charge species can act as the nucleophile attack the electrophile. Now we'll write the name of this compound. Okay, so I'll start with the carboxylic acid group. There are two functional groups here. One is the carboxylic acid group and other one is the phenolic OH. COOH, carboxyl, is main functional group. So this is a benzoic acid. This is a benzoic acid. Okay, benzoic acid. Now I'll write to the ortho position OH. So I can number the carbon atom. Carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5, carbon number 6. So OH now called as the hydroxy. So it becomes now 2-hydroxy. I'll write here 2-hydroxy. It is 2-hydroxy benzoic acid. Okay, that is a 2 hydroxy 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. This is the IUPAC name. What is the common name generally called as? This is also known as salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. Salicylic acid common name. So during Kolb's reaction or Kolbe's reaction, we get salicylic acid. This reaction written in detail. We can condense it now according to the textbook pattern. Okay. Remember sodium hydroxide, carbon dioxide, acidify. Okay. So I'll write the pattern given in the textbook, NCERT textbook. So what is Kolb's reaction? Start with the phenol, benzene ring attached to the OH. Okay. First it is treated with the sodium hydroxide to give sodium salt to the phenol. Sodium salt to the phenol. So phenol gives sodium phenoxide. Gives sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide. It then reacts with, okay. So I am combining the step. First react with the carbon dioxide. Followed by acidification. Acid can be HCl, hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. So we write in general H plus. To give finally OH, then you'll get COOH. You get COH. This is known as the salicylic acid. Salicylic acid, common name, or 2-hydroxy benzoic acid. 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. Okay. Phenol reacts with sodium hydroxide to give sodium phenoxide. Then reacts with the carbon dioxide, followed by acidification, gives salicylic acid. Right? Yeah. This is the second reaction. What is the third reaction? Called the Reimer-Tiemann reaction. Third reaction is the Reimer-Tiemann reaction. R-E-I-M-E-R. Reimer-Tiemann. Reimer-Tiemann reaction. Reimer-Tiemann reaction. Here also, this is the name of the scientist. Right? So again the same thing, you have to start with the phenol itself. Phenol. First I will be writing the detailed reaction. Okay? How the reaction takes place. And treated with the sodium hydroxide, NaOH. So what you will get now? We will get sodium phenoxide. Right? Benzene ring attached to the ONA. Plus water, salt and water. Water will not write. Generally will not write the side products here. Then it is treated with the chloroform. What is the formula of chloroform? Chloroform is a CHCl3. Right? So what I'll be writing now, I'll be splitting and writing. Okay? C, H, Cl, Cl and Cl. Okay? Now, here it can attack the ortho position, the para position. Let me make it of the ortho hydrogen. So I have to remove this hydrogen, remove this hydrogen and substitute by this chloroform group. So remove side product as HCl. Remove that HCl now. Okay. On doing so, I'll get now benzene ring attached to ONA. And we'll get a C, H, Cl and Cl. This is the derivative, this is the intermediate we are going to get in the reaction. Okay. Now, sodium hydroxide, whenever it is there always in excess, what will happen now? Again it will react with this intermediate. Okay. So sodium hydroxide reacts. Sodium hydroxide, when I say Na plus OH minus. Now what will happen? This OH minus can replace the Cl. This is a nucleophile. OH minus a nucleophile, negatively charged, can attack the carbon atom. Cl minus can go out. Cl minus also nucleophile. OH minus is a stronger nucleophile compared to Cl minus. So substitution takes place, and this kind of reaction is called as the nucleophilic substitution reaction. One nucleophile substituted by the another nucleophile. Therefore, I am going to get now benzene ring attached to the ONA as usual. then attach to the carbon atom, attach to the hydrogen, then instead of Cl, write down the OH. Okay, these are stronger nucleophile, OH minus. Okay, but there is a problem now here. What is the problem? Whenever there are two OH groups on the same carbon atom, that is the unstable OH group, it tries to lose water molecule. Okay, so removal of water molecule, dehydration takes place. It loses water molecule. Okay, to give now benzene ring attached to the O, Na, then Cl. What is remaining? CHO. I'll write together CHO. Aldehyde we are going to get. Okay, aldehyde we are going to get. Again, this is the sodium part, sodium salt. Now, how to get the neutral molecule out of the sodium salt? Just acidify with the dilute HCl or sulfuric acid. So when I do so, what will happen? I will get a neutral OH group. Okay, not the sodium part. Then a CHO. Okay, side product is a sodium chloride, Na plus and Cl minus will get. I'm not interested in that. Okay, now see here. See the previous reaction I got. In the previous reaction, OH and COH, salicylic acid. Now in this case, we have got OH and CHO. So it should be aldehyde, correct? Now which aldehyde it is known as? It is called as the salicylaldehyde. 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 Okay, and this is the salicylic acid. Salicylic acid, like oic acid. Okay, oic acid, remove that O. Salicylic acid, salicylic acid. This is the salicyl plus aldehyde, salicylaldehyde. Okay, I have written here detailed reaction. Again, I will condense. Okay, for the sake of the examination and for the textbook pattern. So how I'm going to write now? Okay, I'm going to write the reaction, similar reaction, but condensed one. So we have to take now first phenol. Start with the phenol. Okay, this is phenol. Right? Phenol. Phenol reacts with the, okay, I'll write the two steps together. First sodium hydroxide, second step was chloroform. I'll write together. Mixture of sodium hydroxide and chloroform. And this sodium hydroxide is aqueous. Okay, aqueous means sodium hydroxide should be dissolved in water. Aqueous sodium hydroxide. So what I'll get now? Let me show the previous reaction also. I'm combining these two steps. Combining these steps. I'm directly writing this part. Okay. So I'll get now this one. So I'll get benzene ring attached to O, Na. Then I'll write together CHCl2 together. This is the intermediate that is formed. Intermediate. Okay, intermediate. Next, after this, what is there? Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. After sodium hydroxide, we'll get this compound directly. I'll write. This unstable. I'll be writing this product now. Okay. So again, sodium hydroxide reacts. NaOH reacts. Okay. To give benzene ring attached to the O, Na, then a CHO together. Okay, right? Now, finally, I should be acidified. So, acidification takes place. Simply writing H plus here. Cl minus is not required. Okay, to give finally the product OH and CHO. This is known as the salicylaldehyde. 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 Okay, and what is this? This is the sodium part of this molecule. Sodium part or sodium salt of the salicylaldehyde. How will you explain the reaction? Simple words. Phenol reacts with sodium hydroxide and chloroform. To give sodium salt of salicylaldehyde. Sodium salt of salicylaldehyde, which on acidification gives salicylaldehyde. Okay, right? Now, I'm going to write one intermediate formed in the reaction with respect to the chloroform. Okay, you know that there is something called as the carbocations. There are carbocations. There are carbene ions in the mechanisms. There are free radicals formed in the reaction. We have studied in chlorination of methane in the presence of sunlight. There is one more intermediate form that is known as the carbene intermediate, and the carbene is formed here. Okay, now it is formed here. So we have got chloroform CHCl3. This is the additional information. Reacts with the sodium hydroxide Na plus OH minus. OH minus is a base here. It will abstract the acidic hydrogen. Abstract the acidic hydrogen. That means H plus is lost. Bond remains there. Okay, H plus is lost, and Cl also goes out. So it forms actually H plus OH minus forms water H2O. Cl minus goes out and combines with sodium part. You'll get sodium chloride. And what is remaining? Cl2 is remaining. Now, there is one bond here. This bond has got how many electrons? So 2 electrons. So we'll be writing like free radicals, like we are writing 2 dots, mean 2 electrons are there. Okay, if I write a single dot, it is a free radical. If I write 2 dots together, okay, without having the 4 bonds around the carbon atom or 3 bonds. Now, actual bonds, how many are there actually here? With the chlorine, with respect to chlorine, only 2 bonds are possible. Then there are 2, okay, electrons are there. Such kind of intermediate is known as the carbene. And name of this carbene is a dichlorocarbene. 2 chlorine atoms are there. Dichlorocarbene. Okay, dichlorocarbene. Clear? Yeah. This is the question they asked in competitive examination. Okay. What is the intermediate that is formed in the Riemann-Tiemann reaction? This intermediate what? This is the intermediate with respect to what? This with respect to the phenol molecule. Okay. Right? Now we are done with how many reactions? We are done with the 2 reactions. Kolbe's reaction, Riemann-Tiemann reaction done. Next one, 4th and 5th one, reduction of phenol and oxidation of phenol. The 4th one is known as the reduction of phenol. Reduction of phenol. Reduction of phenol. What do you mean by reduction? Reduction means addition of add hydrogen or remove oxygen atom. Remove oxygen atom. So let me write benzene ring. Benzene ring attached to OH. It is a phenol. For reduction, what is required? For reduction, we require a reducing agent. Okay. For reduction reaction, we require reducing agent. In this case, to reduce the phenol, we require zinc metal. Zinc dust is required. Okay. Zinc comes in the form of powder, so called zinc dust. Okay, fine powder. Zinc is a reducing agent. Zinc has a capacity to abstract this oxygen atom. It can give zinc oxide. So it removes oxygen. What remains there? Hydrogen. Hydrogen goes attaches to this carbon atom. So we'll get now actually, okay, the product as the benzene. So benzene we are going to get. Benzene we are going to get. Clear? So phenol undergoes reduction. Phenol undergoes reduction to give benzene. Phenol gives benzene. What is the reducing agent? Zinc is required. And what are we doing here? We are removing oxygen. Okay, clear? Next one, 5th one, oxidation of phenol. Oxidation of phenol. Oxidation of phenol. What do you mean by oxidation? Oxidation means add oxygen. Oxidation means add oxygen atom, or remove hydrogen atoms. Remove hydrogen atoms. Now I'll write benzene ring in the form of double bond and single bonds. Okay. For me, this is required to explain what the change is going to take place. I can also write in the form of a ring, like previously written, then attached to the OH. And for the oxidation, we require oxidizing agent. we require oxidizing agent. Okay. What do you mean by oxidizing agent? Oxidizing agent is responsible for oxidation. Okay. Now what is the oxidizing agent required? One of the oxidizing agent is a chromic acid. We require chromic acid. Okay. Chromic acid. What is the formula of chromic acid? H2CrO4. Or if acid is not available directly, we can prepare by mixing sodium dichromate Na2Cr2O7, Na2Cr2O7 and sulfuric acid. Okay, sulfuric acid. Sodium dichromate and sulfuric acid produces actually chromic acid. What do you mean by oxidation? Either add oxygen, remove hydrogen. What I'll do now? I will write the hexagon like this. I will not write the double bonds in between. I'll remove this hydrogen. Oxygen remains. Oxygen has got two bonds attached to the carbon atom. Here, come to the para position now. Okay. Remove this hydrogen also. Introduce oxygen. Remove hydrogen, add oxygen. This is the product we are going to get. This carbon has got 4 bonds. Done. Here hydrogens are there. Hydrogens are here also. Correct? Hydrogens are there here also on benzene ring. So those hydrogens are there. So I'll have now double bonds. Okay. So that means carbon will have altogether 4 bonds around it. And this molecule is known as, this is the ketone type, correct? C double bond O, C double bond O, ketone. And the molecule name is known as the benzoquinone. This is called the benzoquinone. Right? Benzoquinone. So phenol undergoes oxidation in the presence of chromic acid to give benzoquinone. Benzoquinone. Right? So you have studied Kolbe's reaction, Reimer-Tiemann reaction or Reimer-Tiemann reaction, reduction of phenol, oxidation of phenol. Reduction of phenol gives benzene. Oxidation of phenol gives benzoquinone. Right? And we'll continue the remaining topics of the phenol in the next video. Thank you for watching.